Hi, and welcome
Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone.
and welcome to Music Theory with Ras. Today we're going to be looking at key signatures. We're going to touch on scales. There's a lot to learn about scales, so we'll cover them in depth in a later lesson. What is a key signature? Well, it's displayed as sharps and flats immediately to the right of the clef and tells us where our home or root note is and which of the 7 notes are going to be sharpened or flattened to construct our scale, with which the melody and chords are created. Since there are 7 notes, we have 7 keys with sharp notes and 7 keys with flat notes. And the key of C has no sharps or flats. So 7 plus 7 plus the key of C, 15 possible keys. Well, actually, that's 15 major keys, and every major key has a relative minor key, which consists of the same notes but has a different starting point or home, root, so to speak.
Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone.
So the major scale has 7 notes, A to G, as we discussed in the previous lesson, with intervals of tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. A semitone being the smallest step possible, and a tone being 2 semitones, as we learned previously. So in the key of C, these notes will be C, B, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Now if I play some diatonic, which means in key, notes that are close together, it is still clear to read on the score. However, if I change the key of these notes without changing the key signature of the music, look what happens. Reading a whole piece of music with every note having to have a sharp, flat or natural symbol next to it would be tricky, as it would look cluttered. If I change the key signature to C sharp, which is the key I transposed the notes to, see how the notes are displayed on the staves? Easier to read, right? So which keys have sharps, which keys have flats? There is a formula or diagram to help us with this. It's called the circle of fifths. So starting with C at the top, we count up 5 scale degrees, which is G. G has 1 sharp, F sharp. Counting another 5 scale degrees from G brings us to D. D has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Can you see the pattern? Next comes A with 3 sharps, the additional sharp being G sharp. E has 4 sharps, B 5, F sharp has 6, and C sharp has 7. When you see a key signature with sharps, it's very easy to tell the key quickly by looking at the last sharp on the right and then simply raising it by a semitone to give you the key. If we head back to the top and move in the opposite direction, counting fourths, we get F, which has 1 flat, B flat. Counting another fourth, we arrive at B flat, which has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Another fourth brings us to E flat, that has 3 flats, the additional flat being A flat. Can you see the pattern? A flat has 4 flats, D flat has 5 flats, G flat has 6, and C flat has 7. So to identify a flat key, look at the penultimate flat, and that is the key. Unless there's only 1 flat, and then it's F. As I said, all these major keys have a relative minor key, which is the same notes but starting 3 scale degrees below the root of the major. So A minor would be relative to C major, E minor to G, D minor to F, etc. These are also shown on the circle of fifths. Often the root chord is the first chord and last chord of a song. So if a song is in F, the first and last chord is likely to be F, and the key signature would be F major. If the first and last chord is D minor, then the key is D minor, which will have the same key signature as F major, since it uses all the same notes, but the scale will simply start on the D note. So, with the major scale and key signatures, we have plenty to practice, learning the major scale in every key, listening to intervals and becoming familiar with the sound. The resources from Lesson 1 can help with this, and I've included a free link to the Circle of Fifths PDF I created for this video below. As usual, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button, subscribe and ring the bell so you get informed of new videos. And if you have any questions or topics you wish covered, please leave a comment below. Oh, and I think our friend wants a word.
Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone.
In the meantime, have a great day.